So staying at the Hilton Vacation Resort in Lake Tahoe, having some good food, checking out all the sightseeing places, nature, waterfalls, and all we can try to fit in this trip in Lake Tahoe. Taking the 395 up north, some of the stops on the way. So check out this Lake Tahoe video. Check it out. So last minute we decided to leave a day early and spend a night in Lone Pine, just to cut some time off that drive. It's a 7-hour drive from Southern California up to Lake Tahoe. We just got a little motel last minute and decided maybe if we had enough time we'll do a few things in Lone Pine before we continue our drive to Lake Tahoe. Thought we were going to Alabama Hills. The road is closed. There's a detour. So we decided to do the detour. I would say it was 10, maybe 15 minutes extra tops. So it wasn't too bad. But we didn't really have much time. We had to get back on the road. So we just drove past Alabama Hills and kind of just looked at the rocks and tried to make out what this rock was, kind of just enjoy the road trip. But it was time to get back on the 395 to head to Tahoe. Glad we decided to stay in Lone Pine and cut that drive in half, because with summer just starting and the weather being so nice and sunny, we had time to stop at June Lakes. Now this is a picture of last time we went to June Lakes in the fall, like September, and you can see how low the water was compared to this time where that rock was at. Now I ain't gonna lie, once you pass the Yosemite Gateway into Telga Pass, a lot of people know that 395 doesn't have as much, but just looking at the farms, the cows, the snow-capped mountains, it's so much to still see, even though there's not as many stops. Now I wanted to stop right here last time, but I didn't have time, so I did this time. Now the current on that water was just crazy. It was moving extremely heavy, extremely fast, and you can hear how loud it was. Now me, I'm going to check all the pictures, all the plaques, and try to dissect everything that's in the area. But it was a nice area, cool little rest stops and benches. You could eat, a couple cool birds we saw, but it was time to move on. It's time to finally get to Lake Tahoe. Time for us to check in the Hilton Vacation Resort. Been to this place before. I like it. It's extremely cool. A lot of amenities. We didn't do VIP parking, just thought it was a waste of money. But as you can see, they have a gym, they have an indoor pool, they have an outdoor pool, a lot of activities for the kids. I think if you're going with your family, this is the type of place you definitely want to be, just in case the weather is not so well. There's a lot of fires that happen into the Tahoe area, so you never know what you're going to get when you go to these places in nature. So it's good to have a hotel that has everything for your kids or something to entertain you, just in case things don't go as planned. Now another thing we like to do is get rooms with kitchens that's set up more like a condo or a one-bedroom home. And that's just to be able to cook home cooked meals and eat how we want to eat. And if we want to try something in the area and see what it's like, that's up to us. It doesn't force us to have to constantly eat out and just overspend, but that's just us. Now dinner was chicken Alfredo with a little bit of salad. I went outside to check out that moon that looked beautiful. Camera does it no justice. And we're tired from that drive. So this is the end of night 1 in Tahoe, night 2 of our trip. I'll see you guys in the morning. Now, waking up and having a nice breakfast, we decided to head out. We didn't leave as early as we planned, so we ended up going to Sugerpine State Park because Emerald Bay was just already packed and there was no parking. Now, to get in Sugerpine, it is a $10 fee because it's a state park, but it's well worth it. There's a lot to do here. We got a bobcat, we got a mule deer, a mountain lion, coyote, fur. That is a, what is that? It's backwards, I can't read it. This is a raccoon's fur. Is this one of those? Now, we started off by just checking out a lot of the tour attractions they have, and we didn't go into the lodge, but we did go check out a lot of the different animals and cones and just kind of breaking down everything that's in the forest area. And then next we decided to take a walk out to look at this water, and it's just unbelievable how clear this water is. I'm pretty sure anybody that's been to Tahoe knows, and anybody that watches or is interested in going to Tahoe knows, but when you see it, it's just unbelievable how clear it is. And to 1 minute look at clear water, and the next minute you're looking at just oak trees and sequoia trees and different things like that is unbelievable. This is literally right off the beach area, and this is what you get. And then you look and you have that water right there. I wanted to get a picture of the train tracks in the water. It's something I've been wanting to see for a while, and it's not hard to get to. And once you're there, the parking, everything is kind of close knit. But I was happy to able to actually get a photo of that. That's a real popular spot people like to get photos at. All right, at Sugar Pine, went down to the water, went to the rail train tracks. On our way, just hiking back to the parking lot. And what I noticed about Sugar Pine is you get Forest State Park and you got like a beach at the same time. So I really like it. I think it's a cool spot and it's never too busy. So we're on our way back to the car to see what's next though. So Sugar Pine State Park was a cool little visit. We stayed there for a few hours, got our feet wet, got in the water, checked out what they had. I think it's a good state park to go. It's not too crowded as far as both the times I've been, and it was different seasons. So I don't really think it's one of those overpopulated, get too busy spots. But it's definitely slept on. It's definitely got a lot to offer, especially if you got kids. There's a lot of things for them to see there, and you also get access to the beach. So you're kind of winning. But it was time for us to head back to the room and relax. So after chilling at the room, we decided to go explore and just take a walk. I mean, right off the water. So walking, we're getting views of the lake. Plus wanted to grab a few things from the store. So why drive when we can just walk and explore the area? They were having a race. It looked like the marathon kind of thing going on. So there's definitely a lot going on all the time out here. It was pretty cool to see somebody finish. I don't know how far they ran, but it had to be, I don't know, 10 miles from the way people were clapping and cheering them on. Just looking at the Olympics, I know the Olympics was held here at one point. They had a lot of different Olympians' names and plaques on the ground. So it's a lot to see, but just walking over here by the water, there's some vendors, and just making it chill, man. We didn't want to try to do too much, so we just went for a little afternoon stroll, got some something, a little snack on, and that was it, man. Back to the room. So I got up at 5 a.m. I was persistent to get into Emerald Bay. I wanted parking. I got there was probably one or two cars there, but I had to be safe. See, it's only 1 mile. Checking out Vikingsholm was amazing, man. It's a Scandinavian style house in Lake Tahoe, California. And I also heard it has Swedish windows. And I didn't actually do the tour, but just on what I looked up, wanting to go to this place, I kind of looked at how amazing it was. And when you see it, It's really amazing. Just looking at the grass and the plants on top of the roof was just very Lord of the Ringish to me. It was just different to see, and I know it's a foreign build, so it's something we don't see every day. So I was very happy to see this. I didn't get to see the bay and get many videos of the actual bay and the lake because it was about 6:20 in the morning, and that sun had just came over the mountains, so it was kind of shadowy and it wasn't really too many good shots. Um, but I was just very excited to finally see the Vikings home. Now it was about another 5-10 minutes to Eagle Falls, so that wasn't bad at all. Right outside the Vikings home, so we're at Lower Eagles Falls. Happy to see this one, and we're gonna try to make our way back up to Upper Eagle Falls when it's time to leave the parking lot. So let's check out Lower Eagle Falls and let's see if we can make it up to the top and check out the top too. What is it saying? Take a picture or post a video to show that you were there? I don't know. I'm not really into that much, but here we go. Well, it was time to hike back up, and we kept taking a look at the bay every chance we got. I know it was just 1 mile, but the sun coming up and there's a lot of incline, so it wasn't bad though. Parking lot was still pretty empty, so we drove over to the side to the pullout and decided to walk to the top of Eagle Fall just to get a look at that waterfall from the top. On our way back to the car, enjoyed the Upper Eagles Falls. The views were amazing. We decided to stop at the Inspiration Point Vista. This is right off, about 10 minutes up. I didn't go beforehand because I wanted to really get my parking, but this is just a viewpoint of Emerald Bay. You can stop. A lot of times it's kind of crowded. It wasn't really crowded this time, with plaques explaining Vikings home and what's in the area, and just some of the best viewpoints you can get of Emerald Bay. Now, getting up early in the day and checking out Emerald Bay early gave me just enough time to get to Baldwin Beach. Parking was $10. I didn't really know what to expect with it being the beginning of summer. I thought it was going to be crazy packed, but surprisingly, it wasn't that bad. Got there just enough time to park, set up the gazebo, get everything situated, and really just enjoy this beautiful beach on a great day. After enjoying the water for a while, we just chilled, soaked up some sun as well. My son kept trying to push me deeper into the water. He was having such a ball. Seen a lot of people kayaking, boating, just a lot of activity. But even with all that, it was still so peaceful. You gave it just have your own space and listen to the waves. Was great. but it was time to head back to the room, get some coffee from Freebird Chai. This spot has been giving me my coffee this whole trip. It doesn't hurt that it's right next door from the room. So anybody know any other coffee spots in Tahoe, you can leave them in the comments so I can have another coffee spot. But our last night, what better way to finish it than Taco Tuesday, California tacos. We all love it. So we decided to have tacos for our last meal and enjoy our last night in Lake Tahoe. Unfortunately, it's checkout time. Nobody likes that, but I want to bring up a couple places we didn't get to go, and one is the East Shore Trail. It's on the Nevada side. It just wasn't able to get it done this time, but I've seen so much on it. Would love to ride a bike. Would love to take my son on the back of the bike and go with the kids. The second one was the gondola ride, which was not opening till the 3rd week of June, and we were there the 2nd week of June. So just a heads up to just do your research and know what's open and what's not open. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Love life, cherish life, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.